Guys, what's going on? Me and Mr. Matt here. Want to just do a quick lesson on we'll do dividing fractions, and I'm using the Screencastify Chrome extension along with the new app that I downloaded, which is part of the Google suite called Jamboard. So we're gonna give that a go. I think if I touch that plus, I can create. It says create a new jam. So I was playing around with this the other night with some features. We've got some choice here of pens, markers. We'll stick with the black. I like this. So text. So if I write dividing fractions, that is not working well, is it? Okay. Let's see if it works. That looks terrible, doesn't it? All right, so let's clear the screen and we'll get some more practice in here. Let's just go with the regular old pen. And we'll do, and bear with my writing, of course, dividing fractions. Okay. So remember, dividing fractions, the way we divide fractions is we are going to multiply by the reciprocal. Do we remember what that means? Reciprocal. Wow, terrible handwriting. Okay, so dividing fractions, main thing we have to remember is that multiplying by the reciprocal. Okay, so this is the second screen. So what does that mean? Let's say we have a fraction. We'll do 1/2 divided by 1/4. That's pretty simple. So what does it mean to multiply by the reciprocal? Well, we're going to rewrite this expression or equation, I guess, because I put the equal sign, but we're going to rewrite this as 1/2 multiplying 1/2 by the reciprocal of 1/4. So what you're dividing by, that's the reciprocal. And then you multiply. So again, we have here this would be our dividend, what we're dividing. Okay, the dividend is divided by the divisor. Okay, so when I say multiply by the reciprocal, we're multiplying by the reciprocal of the divisor. All right, so 1/2 divided by 1/4 is equivalent to 1/2 times 4. Okay, and then we multiply fractions. I hope you remember that we multiply the numerators and you multiply the denominators. Multiply the numerators to get the new numerator and multiply the denominators. And then simplify. 4/2, okay, is equivalent to 2. 4/2 is 4 divided by 2. Okay, so what does this look like? Okay, let's do a quick little model. All right. All right, so this is 1/2. Okay, let's pretend these are equivalent. And this would be 1/4. So how many of these little sections can go into this section here? Well, you can see here that it can go in once, twice, 2 times. Okay? Let's do another one. Let's do 2/3 divided by, I don't know, let's do 1/2. 2/3 divided by 1/2. Okay, we want to change this again. We're going to multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor. Multiply the numerators. Multiply the denominators. Ooh, that should be 3. Okay, 3. I'm going to rewrite that, make it neater. 4/3. Okay, and that, of course, remember, this is 4 divided by 3. 4/3 equals 4 divided, terrible handwriting, 4 divided by 3. Okay, so you could say it's 1 remainder of 1, but we're not going to do that. The remainder over the 1 and 1/3. Okay, 1 and 1/3. 3 goes into 4 one time with a remainder of 1. Okay, divide that 1 by 3. 1 and 1/3 is our answer to that problem. Let's do another. How about this? Let's say we have 2 and 1/4 divided by, I don't know, 3 and 1/3. Okay? We'll need to convert the mixed numbers into improper fractions. Okay? Remember, we use this technique. Multiply and add. Okay? 4 times 2 plus 1 is 9. So that's 9/4. To check, 4 goes into 9 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. So there will be a remainder of 1. 1 divided by 4, 2/4. So 9/4 divided by 9/3. Oh, not 9/3. 3 times 3 is 9. That's 10/3. Wow. Rusty. 10/3. Okay. So 9/4 times 3/10. 27/40. And I think that's simplified. Do they share any common factors? What are the factors of 27? 1 and 27. Let's go through the prime factors. It's not going to be 2, right? Because 2 would have to be evens. 3 times 9. Obviously not 4. 5. 7. No. And then 9. Okay. Are any of these factors of 40? No. So this is our final answer. 27/40. Okay. Cool. Little advanced work here. Anyway, this is a sort of, I don't know, I think this way makes the most sense. If you've stuck with this video, you're in for a bonus here, because similar to adding and subtracting fractions, when you add and subtract fractions, you need to find a common denominator. Now, this method isn't taught that often. I did teach this in class. Hopefully you were paying attention and remember this. If not, that's okay. This is an opportunity to learn again. So when you divide fractions, you can find a common denominator. So let's say we have 1/3 divided by, I don't know, 1/4. Okay? Now, if we find a common denominator, that means like the parts or the pieces will be the same size. Remember, a fraction is a part of a whole. Okay, so if we can represent these both as equal sizes, then we simply divide the number of pieces we have. That'll make more sense in a moment. So a common denominator between 3 and 4. Very simple way to find a common denominator is to multiply the denominators. So 3 times 4 is 12. So I'm going to rewrite this expression underneath. I'm just going to kind of work the bones out here. All right. I'm not multiplying by the reciprocal. Okay. So this is a way we can do this without multiplying by the reciprocal of the divisor. So 1/3. How many 12ths would that be? Well, I multiplied 3 by 4 to get 12. So 1 times 4 is 4. Similarly, I'm not saying that right. 4 times 3 is 12. So 1 times 3 is 3. So 1/3 equivalent in 12ths is 4 12ths, and 1/4 equivalent in 12ths is 3 12ths. Now, we're talking about pieces or parts that are the same size, right? They're each a 12th of the whole. So it's like, let's say you have, again, like pizza is a great way to think pizza slices. You have a pizza, you go to Costco. I think the most they can slice it in is 12 slices. All right. So 4 slices divided by 3 slices. 4 divided by 3 is essentially what we have here. And that's what it's going to be. 4/3. Okay. That's 1 1/3. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay healthy and happy.
Papa,
Yeah, bud.
your video is awesome.
Well, thank you.
I like your fourth video.
Yeah. Oh, he likes it.